Alright, so we're getting set up to do transverse shearing stresses in beams. If we look at our strain gauges, last time for bending stresses in beams we used this set of gauges right here, but now we're going to come over and use a set of gauges that are on this portion of the beam. It's in between where this support is and where this load application point is. Take a quick look around the back so that you can see these gauges. And then those are the locations of the gauges, and those will be in your lab report. These strain gauges are a little bit different than the last ones that we used. These are going to be set up with a half bridge setup. There's a common wire, which is the white wire. There's the red, and then the black wire that represents the tension and compression sides of the gauges. What will happen is we're going to measure these two strains, and through the Wheatstone bridge it will take the difference between these two and it'll allow us to have the shearing strain. Okay, so on the P3 setup we need to make sure that we're in a half bridge shear setup, and we put in our gauge factor of 2.08 for the strain gauges on this beam. Okay, what we'll do next is we'll just balance these. Okay. Notice how these gauges are all hooked up. The red wire goes to P+, the white goes to S-, and the black is going to P-. We have 5 gauges, 5 sets of gauges on this beam, so we'll get 5 measured data points, but there's a procedure in the lab report where we're going to use those 5 measurements to get a total of 9 different locations of shearing strain on the beam. Alright, so now we're going to go to 200 pounds compressive force. Now 400. Okay. 600. Now 800. Okay. And then 1,000. See the beam deflection. I'm going to release the load and we should see that straighten out. And then we'll take a final zero reading.